Okay, so hi guys, today I'm going to talk you through using Basecamp to project manage our projects. So the first thing I'm going to do is just log on. Okay, so after you put in your username and password, the first page that comes up will be your dashboard. So you can see a calendar of the events that are coming up over the next couple of weeks. Below that then it goes into the individual projects and it shows you different things on the to-do list, comments on those, and any files that have been uploaded. You can see that on the right hand side you have the option of creating a new project, and it also has a list of different projects that we have open at the moment. Up at the top then in your tabs you have the dashboard, your to-do list for different projects, the calendar which shows more than just 2 weeks for 2 weeks time, and time. But first of all we're going to go into my information. So if you go in there, this is what I've been asking you to fill out for the past week. So if you haven't done so, if you could, that would be great. So if you want to put your role within Protei, this can change, but if you could just put it in how you feel about it at the moment, your mobile number or some kind of contact number, your Skype name, you'll need to change this to Skype if it hasn't been done so, and also the email address at which you want to be contacted with. I think some people have a lot of email addresses, so if you could just maybe choose the one that we can access you at or get to you the easiest. Okay, and then afterwards press Save Changes. Okay. Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Okay, so if we go back into dashboard, and for example, if we go into general meetings, it will show you again a list of all the different to-dos, comments about the to-do list, and who the to-do has been assigned to. So you have the names down here. If you want to just if you want to add a new to-do list, you tip here. Okay, you need to give it a name and decide who you want it to be available to, and maybe a description of exactly what that entails. So let's try for the moment. Okay, and create this list. Okay, so once you go into this then you'll need to decide who's responsible for it. Okay, so in this case I'll say myself. You need to decide when it's the due date, so we will say maybe Friday of this week. Okay, and anything else that needs to be done.
So you assign yourself a task, and then can other people comment on it, or can they build on top of it?
Yes, they can. Just if you go to this part, this little bubble here, it'll allow you to comment on the different tasks. You can see it's been assigned to me and the date, what it actually is. Here you can assign then an actual time.
So if you work 1 hour, how do you enter how much time you've worked on it?
Okay, so if an hour is divided up into 4, so if you enter 0.25, it means 15 minutes, 0.50 is half an hour, etc., etc., and 1 is obviously 1 hour. And then you can give a description of a breakdown of how much time you've spent on each part of your to-do.
So,
Okay, and add that to the log.
so say you worked 1 hour or half an hour
Mm-hmm.
on this. You put a description. Okay. And so why do we have to do this?
So this will give us a better idea of how we're spending our time, what we're spending our time on, maybe how we could save time in the future, or go about a particular task in a different way to save time. Is that okay?
Yeah. So can you make multiple time entries on one work? Like
You can, yes.
Yeah.
So if you're dividing up one task into many different chores, you can just add a different time to each one, and then we can see the overall breakdown at the end.
So here I could enter a new entry on the same contact suppliers. I could, if you click again on the clock, what happens? Do you get another? Does it add up or?
Yeah, you can see there that's the one that I just put in a
Okay.
moment ago, and now we can put in another one. So say,
Put another half hour. Comparing suppliers. Okay.
okay, and we add that.
Cool. And so anybody can add to the to-do list.
Anyone can add to the to-do list, yes, and they can assign it to whichever person
They want.
they think is most appropriate. Let's just go back into see all the to-do lists. Okay, you can also decide on the importance of a to-do as well, so you can use this arrow to drag it up if it'll work. Will it work? Okay, if you decide that it's maybe the most important thing, you can put it up the top of the list. You can also go in and edit the details, or you can delete it. If you want to strike it off, you can just put an arrow and it'll strike it off below the list. And if you want to change that, you can just unclick it and it'll move back up.
So there's nothing you can destroy basically in Vue.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So if we go back into overview.
So is it only the manager that gives tasks to people, or how does it work? Can people decide themselves what they want to do, or?
Yes, they can. Yes, you can assign yourself tasks, so you can basically organize and manage your time a little bit better, or you can actually ask somebody else to do something, and they'll get a reminder that that is within their to-do list.
But I for example, I work in electronics. So I want to discuss electronic question. Do I have a group to discuss just this?
You do. Is this here? Is it?
Yep.
Okay, so if you go up to switch to a different project, you can see the different projects that are open, and you can select a project, and you can go into these different categories here. So say if you wanted to contact somebody to do business development, okay, and you can see the different project overview and the activity and a list of people that are working on this project. Okay.
Well, he's been trying for years, hasn't he?
Go into those. Okay.
So electronics.
Oh, electronics.
So if that's the electronics group.
And of course, his
Oh, okay. So it's exactly the same as the general one.
Yes. Okay, so then, so we've gone through the to-do list. We are not going to use the right boards. We're going to use Google for this. And we're not going to use chat. We're going to use Skype for this so that there's no confusion. There's another factor with the time. If you click on the time tab.
No work has been done in this group yet.
Okay, so let's go back.
So if you go to a different project, you will see some more work being done. Maybe in the admin group, lots of hours has been done.
Okay, so you can see here the breakdown of the individual time on the to-do tasks, but you can also enter in an amount of time up here. So say for instance, if you're working on one particular aspect of a project over a continuous period of time, maybe if you only work 1 day a week, you might want to enter your time in here and give a description of how you've spent that time. And basically by filling out all these different time breakdowns, we can fill out a report and then see basically how we're allocating our time at the end.
So for instance, if you just made a video, can you put it here? Can you say you spent, say, 1 hour making the video?
You could do, yes.
So how would you do this?
Okay, so you could say 1
hour.
Okay, and you can add this
Okay.
to the log.
Oh, okay. So this goes to Lisa Highland.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, because I'm the one that's signed in on this at the moment. Okay. Okay.
You can also share files. What is file?
Okay, so these are all files that have been updated or that have been uploaded for this project. So we have different maps and the organizational chart, different files that we were discussing. And you have a list of different files that you can upload over here. Okay. Is that okay?
Are you done?
Yep.
Okay. Do you want to close the video?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this was Lisa Highland. And so if you have more questions, you want to contact Lisa at opensailing.net. Lisa at opensailing.net. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.